Yo, what's up, everybody? This is Taboo, the washer of the Black Eyed Peas, and I'm so glad to be in Olland.
You like Amsterdam, right?
I love Amsterdam. Amsterdam is one of my favorite places to come and kind of like escape from the norm as far as like the same typical going to the hotel, not having nothing to do, because that's usually how it is for us. We go to the hotel, we do our show, and then we don't have nothing to do. But this place is a place to enjoy.
You also told me just before we came up to the room that you like Amsterdam because of the freedom, right? You can do whatever you want, and that's like what your music is like too.
Our music just basically represents the freedom to do what you want to do and be who you are, and not have to follow certain rules or apply by certain rules. It's like, if you want to experiment with hip hop, you're allowed to, because who says you can't, make a track with bridges or choruses or breakdowns? It doesn't always have to be a monotonous sample or loop or really. I'm not saying it's bad, but we're trying to do something a little bit different and just trying to keep it original.
Yeah, you certainly do that. One part of the lyrics that I really like in your album is everybody's talking about killing somebody, but it ain't hip hop to me. I was like, when I heard that, I was like, Jesus, this is totally refreshing.
Mm-hmm. Well, basically, by saying that, we're just trying to do some good to preserve the culture of hip hop. Hip hop consists of MC and breakdancing, b-boying, graffiti, and DJing. And basically, those are elements that we represent. If we're going to represent anything, that's what we represent. We're not talking about no coast. It's not about being from LA. It's not about trying to represent a certain brand or name, fashion. We're just trying to represent the world and try to give people exactly what they need in hip-hop.
Talking about the world, you guys are traveling a lot, right?
Yeah. That's all we do. We're a traveling, touring band. That's all you could say. We're not gonna make it big in radio, and we're not gonna make it big in video. Basically, we're here to build a fan base that's gonna last forever, and that's why Black Eyed Peas tours a lot.
But still, you can see it pays off because you're pretty popular over now in Holland and getting more popular all the time.
Well,
so basically, I think you don't need MTV or radio that much, right?
It helps. I would like to be played on the radio or on the TV, but I mean, for us, it's not really like that wasn't our intention or our goal to, okay, we're gonna go platinum and then we're gonna go on MTV and BET, and it's like, if it happens, it happens. But we're more content with building a fan base that's gonna be there forever and performing, because that's what Black Eyed Peas is about, is performance, the visual, the music, of course, but it's more about the performance and what you see in order to captivate your soul. Because, I mean, you can listen to a CD and be captivated, but when you actually see that band doing their thing, it's the line whether you say, yeah, I'm really in love with this band, or damn, I just like their CD.
Playing live got you a record deal as well, right?
Yeah. When they got off of Ruthless Records in '95,
you have to elaborate on that, because Ruthless Records belong to Jerry Heller, right? He's related to Eazy-E, who died, of course, of NWA.
Mm-hmm.
I heard crazy stories about Ruthless.
Yeah, well,
are they all true?
Those are the dark days, for that time period, because cats were only like 16 years old in high school. It was still the same sound, but it was just on a different label. It was a gangster label that was kind of like, they saw the vision and the creativeness of the group, but they didn't really know what to do with it, because they were so used to marketing for gangster groups and selling from gangster groups. So the timing was right for us. 97 came around. We started Black Eyed Peas in 95, picked up the band, Terry Graves on drums, Mike Fratantino on bass. Now we have George Pahon on guitar, and we have DJ Motivate. And along that, we just kept on performing, and we would shop demos to different labels, and they were like, well, we don't know what to do with you guys. The Roots aren't selling millions, and, Tribe Called Quest is disbanded, so what makes you think you guys are going to sell records? So, we were like, well, what are we going to do? Well, fuck it. Let's just keep on performing and build a fan base, because we're not a cookie cutter group. We're a group with longevity that's able to withstand any test of time.
then you got a record deal, and now you are touring the globe and selling records, right? So, I mean, doesn't it make you, at least to say, a little mad about the way the system works?
Yeah, it makes me mad, but it makes me appreciate and understand the system of the music industry, and to kind of spread that knowledge to people that are up and coming and let them know, yo, since this happened to me, and it was a time period where I was kind of like not doubting myself, but just doubting the situation and thinking like, wow, this place is so shiesty, blah, blah, blah. And it's, don't get me wrong, it is shiesty. The music industry is one of the shiestiest industries of them all, if not the shiestiest. But you know, it's just a learning process and just growth and maturity and understanding my role as an artist and as a person before that, and as a fan, because I'm a fan before I'm an artist of music.
And you're a father as well, you told me.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Got a 7-year-old son named Joshua at home. You know, I'm just basically, I started off at a young age, dude. I'm only 25 years old, but at the same token,
So you get your son when you were 18.
I was 18 coming out of high school, and I was like, damn, fuck, I can't go to college. I gotta be a dad. I gotta go to work. Gotta do something with my life. So I tried some odd jobs, working at Disneyland, working for schools, but that wasn't my drive. You know, there was something missing. And once we started performing and doing the music thing, I knew that that's exactly the route that I wanted to take. So,
But still, that must be a tough decision having a kid, right? I mean, you don't earn a lot of money when you start off a band.
yeah. So it was basically, it was a decision of a future. It was a future call. Instead of being okay, I got this job that pays me this much for now, not knowing what 5 years from now. I was trying to set the pace, because I knew that if I work hard enough and I keep myself persistent and innovative and going, that I could eventually stabilize his future and financial stability, and not have to worry about the whole like, well, I don't have a job, blah blah blah, because I want to end it at a young age, because I don't want to be rapping at 30 years old and want to be one of those old rappers that comes out of retirement and shit. I'm not trying to have that.
You're not trying to be MC Hammer.
Yeah, exactly.
I think you guys really made one of the best hip-hop albums of the last 2 years.
Right. I'd say I was very satisfied with what we made, but I think Black Eyed Peas has a lot more to come. You know, right now we're touring, but we're gonna go back into the laboratory and work on some new shit, because we
How does it work for you guys? I mean, do you have time to work out new ideas while on tour?
We do. We plan, like, right now we're gonna go back home, rest for 10 days, do some spot dates in the States, and then go to Thailand, Hong Kong, and Philippines, and do like a South Asia tour, right? Come back home for the summer and hopefully work on an album.
But I mean, Asia, that's the first time I talked to an American band who does a tour like that, because most don't have the guts. A lot of people, even like the heavy metal guys like Pantera, they didn't even dare to play in Brazil. So they were like, no, we're not going outside of Europe, not going outside of the States. You guys are playing Asia.
Well, that's what Black Eyed Peas is able to do. Remember I was talking about the freedom that you feel in Holland? That's the freedom to, Black Eyed Peas has the freedom to travel the world and show their music and control continents. Not just neighborhoods, boroughs, or cities or states, but actual continents and plateaus of different third world countries that, you know, a lot of people neglect it. That's why you won't see those bands from America doing that, because they neglect it. They don't know how big of impact we have on everybody in this world. You know, just spreading our message and being, for Black Eyed Peas, being a positive group, not preaching positivity, but just naturally being realistically positive and understanding that we have something to offer the world, and it's not just in the States or Europe. It surpasses Europe and everybody else.
So how does it make you feel if you go over to a place that you have never been before and people know you and know your music?
It makes me say, God damn, I was put on this earth for a reason, and it's shining. You know, it's finally setting in. Like, there's nothing in this world that I know how to do better than this, dude. And that's why, not on a cocky statement, but just confidence in knowing that I was meant to do this shit. So, of course, if I go to another country and the people know about us, it's like 100%. Damn, I knew from the get-go that this shit was for real, dude. You know, there was no doubt in my mind that I was put on this earth to do this and be who I am.
Now you guys are playing Amsterdam tonight. If you you're looking forward?
Man, tell you the truth, we've been touring for 16 days, right? Before we got here, straight every day a show. We started in Austin, Texas, in the States. Flew from Austin to Lux, Switzerland.
No kidding.
Then from Switzerland, we drove to Germany. Then from Germany, we did a lot of extensive touring in Germany, all over, up and down Germany. Then we went to Belgium. Then we ended up in Paris, France. Now we're here in Amsterdam, ready to kick ass at the Milky Way. Shit is gonna be fat. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be some crowd surfing, stage diving, breakdancing, live band, DJing, MCing, creativeness, charisma, explosions, motherfucking girls showing their titties and all kinds of crazy shit.
I'm looking forward to that too, man. What do you think of the rest of Europe, actually? I mean, you like it at all?
I'm kind of over that shit. I don't, not to diss any part of Europe. I like Germany. Germany was cool. Hamburg and
The Germans, how are they? What do you think of them?
they're pretty cool. They're pretty crazy. They're on some like,
They got some rad graph artists, right?
yeah, they got some dope shit. And they got some b-boys too. They got some pretty dope.
Do you think it's strange to have b-boys in Germany, of all places?
Nah, it's dope, dude. I tell you why. Because hip hop is no longer about the States. B-boying is no longer about the States. It's, you know, it's in Japan. It's in fucking Germany. It's in Holland. It's in Asia, South Asia, and basically that shows me that our culture is not about black or white no more. It's surpassed it. And it went beyond that shit, which means there's hope. There's hope, people. Everybody that's listening out there, there's hope that hip-hop could come back to what it used to be. Not the whole bling-bling shit, not the whole materialistic bullshit, but the actual creative and inspiring hip-hop of 1988 to like 93.
Like, which bands do you like?
In hip-hop? De La Soul, Tribe Called Quest, KMD, Public Enemy, Far Side. You could take it back to Big Daddy Kane, Def Jeff and the Soul Brothers, to KMD, Boogie Down Productions, NWA. You know, take it back to that era when everything was inspiring and just fresh.
You came from California, and you're Native American. Wyclef Jean came from the Caribbean, I guess, right? He also made it. Do you think it's possible if you live in Holland or in Germany or wherever that you can make it as an artist?
Yeah, you can make it. It's all about the fire, the red, the desire to be who you want to be. You know, it takes time to like achieve your goals, but eventually you'll find yourself accomplishing goals. Be persistent, have initiative, go after your shit.
Don't let people put you down.
Don't let people dude, I was put down all my life. My mom always said, you know, you gotta get a job, you gotta go to school, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. But I always thought, I don't like that shit. Why do I love to dance? Why do I love to tag on shit? Why do I love to perform? You know, but I was a young kid. I didn't know what my purpose was. And, you know, I always think to this day, damn, all this time they were telling me, you got to do this, you got to do that. I was saying, nah, wait, hold on. I want to be who I am. Don't let nobody tell you who you want to be. As long as it's not hurting anybody and it's not, like, disrupting your lifestyle, then go after your dreams, dude.
And now you made it. People are proud of you, I guess.
Still haven't made it. I'm still working on it, you know, like, until I have the Native American foundations, until I have stability for my son, until you're not doing any more interviews on me and I'm sitting behind my big ass castle or whatever it is. I still haven't made it, dude. I'm still working just like you know. Eventually you're going to be successful at what you do because you're persistent. And, you know, all it is a time period of growing, and eventually you become successful in whatever you choose to do.
Thank you very much, man.
Definitely, dude. It's just some real shit. Just from one